How much is this stuff incidentally?
That's about $2,000 an ounce.
God.
Really? And what is the kick of it, which I never...
Annie Hall was a turning point for me in a few different ways. One is that I wanted to start to do movies that were not just agglomerations of gags. I wanted to do a movie that might not have anything funny in it for a minute or 5 minutes or something, but you would still not be bored by the movie. You'd still be interested in the characters. And in order to do that, I had to make the sacrifice of jokes and the sacrifice of giving up things to make a movie that's, in a certain sense, less funny in a way, but more character developmental and with a greater emphasis on involvement with the characters. So, did you do those photographs in there, or what?
Yeah, I sort of dabble around, you know.
They're wonderful. You know, they have a quality.
Well, I would like to take a serious photography course.
Photography is interesting because, you know, it's a new art form and a set of aesthetic criteria have not emerged yet.
Aesthetic criteria? You mean whether it's a good photo or not?
The medium enters in as a condition of the art form itself.
Well, to me, I mean, it's all instinctive, you know. I mean, I just try to feel it, you know. I try to get a sense of it and not think about it so much.
Still, you need a set of aesthetic guidelines to put it in social perspective, I think. Also, it was the first time that I worked with Gordon Willis as a cinematographer, and I was able to learn a certain amount about filmmaking from him. Actually, I had two very good teachers. One was Ralph Rosenblum, the editor, who I worked with for a number of years, who really taught me a lot about editing, and Gordon Willis, the cinematographer, who taught me a lot about movies in general from a photographic perspective.
You know, I like you. I really do like you.
Yeah, do you love me? That's a key question.
Yeah,
I know you've only known me a short while, but...
Well, I think that's sort of, yeah. Do you love me?
I mean, love is too weak a word for... I love you. You know, I loathe you. I love you.
No.
With two F's, yes. I have to invent... Yeah, of course I...
Yeah.
Don't you think I do?
I don't know.
They started with all good faith, and everybody swore allegiance and great love and fealty and whatever. And then you looked up in 6 days or 6 months or 6 years or whatever, and everything had somehow come to nothing, or something had gone wrong somewhere. That was more frequent than two people would meet with good intentions and form a relationship, and things would last. That was the rarity.
Wait, I got a great idea. Hang in there for a second. I got a little artifact, a little erotic artifact that I brought up from the city, which I think is going to be perfect. There, create a little old New Orleans essence. Now we can go about our business here and even develop photographs if we want to. Just there.
Hey, is something wrong?
No, why?
I don't know. It's like you removed.
No, I'm fine.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. You seem sort of distant.
Let's just do it, all right?
Was it my imagination, or you're just going through the motions?
Alvy, do you remember where I put my drawing pad? Because while you two are doing that, I think I'm going to do some drawing.
You see, that's what I call removed.
I think my character remained the same because it became clear to Marshall Brickham and myself when we were writing the thing that the potential for character change was all with Keaton's character. That our first draft of it didn't have too much of that, and when we reviewed it, we're saying we're missing a good bet here.
Thank you.
You were sensational. I mean, I told you that if you stuck to it, you would be great, and you were sensational.
Yeah, well, Alvy, I mean, they were just a terrific audience. I mean, it makes it really easy for me because I can be...
Excuse me.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Tony Lacey.
Well, hi.
We just wanted to stop by and say that we really enjoyed your set.
Oh, yeah, really?
It was very musical, and I liked it a lot.
Oh, that's really nice. Gosh, thanks a lot.
Are you recording? Are you with any label now?
Me? No, not at all.
Oh, well, I'd like to talk to you about that sometime if you get a chance. And
well,
possibly
gosh.
working together.
The movie is inherently got a sad quality to it because it's about a failed relationship in a way. On one level, it fails. On the level that its most desires, it fails. It settles for a second choice and succeeds on that level. So it doesn't end as a contentious, embittered, vitriolic, failed relationship. It ends with a nice, warm friendship between two people, and so that's some kind of redeeming thing, but it fails to achieve the relationship it hopes to achieve.
After that, it got pretty late, and we both had to go, but it was great seeing Annie again. I realized what a terrific person she was, and how much fun it was just knowing her. And I thought of that old joke, this guy goes to a psychiatrist and says, "Doc, my brother's crazy. He thinks he's a chicken." And the doctor says, "Well, why don't you turn him in?" And the guy says, "I would, but I need the eggs." Well, I guess that's pretty much now how I feel about relationships. They're totally irrational and crazy and absurd, but I guess we keep going through it because most of us need the eggs.
Let me say this. The film was not such a success as one might think. When it came out, it was well received by the critics for the most part. Not unanimously so, but well received. And it did my usual disappointing business. It did modest business, nothing great. But it had a nice quality, apparently, an appealing quality for people in show business, and so it wound up winning the Academy Award. And only after it won the Academy Award did it start to make some money. Once the imprimatur of the Academy was put on it and it was reissued, or not reissued, but sent out with the Academy Award, then it started to glean bigger box office. Never spectacular. If I'm not mistaken, at that time it was the smallest earning Academy Award-winning picture in history. I think it certainly may have been to that time, and maybe of all time. I don't know.